One of the scariest verses in the Bible comes from the lips of Jesus, who said, "Not everyone who says, 'Lord, Lord,' will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only he that does the will of my Father in heaven." That verse is scary. It should bring a shudder to almost every Christian, because we all believe in confessing that Jesus is Lord. In fact, without the confession that he's Lord, you can't be saved. But Jesus has given a warning. He says, it's not sufficient that with your lips you say it, but your heart is far from me. And it is proven in the fact that you haven't changed your lifestyle. This statement of Christ found in Matthew 7 puts upside down or destroys the doctrines of once saved, always saved. Another doctrine that you don't need to repent, you just need to believe. As long as you believe, you're saved, even if you don't repent. Wrong. All of these teachings, they're false. And it is subtly bringing Christians into this idea that they don't have to really change to be saved as long as they believe in Jesus. But Jesus is showing that if you really believe in him and call him Lord, you're going to change your lifestyle. Listen to what Matthew chapter 7 says. Let's read what he says before he makes that statement. He says in verse 15, "Watch out for false prophets. They come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravenous wolves. By their fruit you will recognize them." Not by their lips, not by their teachings, not by their words, by their fruit. Do people pick grapes from thorn bushes or figs from thistles? Likewise, every good tree bears good fruit, but every bad tree bears bad fruit. A good tree cannot bear bad fruit, and a bad tree cannot bear good fruit. Every tree that does not bear good fruit is cut down and thrown into the fire. Thus, by their fruit you will recognize them. Not by their words, not by their doctrine. The doctrine can sound real good, but the fruit is bad. And what does he say? If that preacher doesn't bear good fruit, that branch is cut off. That tree's cut down and thrown into the fire. Well, that doesn't affirm the doctrine of believe only and you don't have to repent, just as long as you believe. Wrong. Then Jesus makes a statement, "Not everyone who says to me, 'Lord, Lord,' will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only he who does the will of my Father who is in heaven."